it's Thursday, which means each week on To The Point, we feature our champions of hope, talking with people in our community, spreading kindness and also making a difference. Now, for many of us, coffee is a part of a daily routine, but for one Davis teen that I caught up with, each cup means much, much more.
Still very green right now. All right, this first batch is getting close.
In this backyard in Davis, there is a coffee roaster that's been around for decades.
My dad had always been roasting coffee pretty much since the first times I can remember.
It belonged to Harvey's father, John.
He learned on the same machine that's behind me now. He was taught to roast coffee and then just passed it on.
That knowledge and that machine passed down to Harvey.
And I just remember one night he kind of asked, hey, would you like to watch me roast a batch of coffee?
From that moment on, coffee became part of their daily life, something made by hand and shared together, becoming a tradition. And in those everyday moments, an idea started.
And we were both drinking coffee in the kitchen. He's just like, you should start a coffee business. Like, I'll help you out.
Harvey's dad had done it before, owning a shop in the 90s called Lafayette Coffee Roasters. Today, Harvey still has those labels, and at 14 years old, he created his own. But on Harvey's 15th birthday, everything changed.
I received a call from my mom that, my dad was unconscious.
His father had had a history of heart disease. He died of a heart attack on Harvey's birthday.
I just remember it all just happened so quickly. I just remember my legs were numb, you don't really feel anything.
In the moments after getting the call, Harvey found himself outside looking at something familiar.
I went outside for a second and looked at the coffee roaster, and coffee was our one bonding thing.
Just weeks later, that bond became something more.
And then I was requested to roast coffee for his funeral. And I kind of realized this is something I want to continue. This is part of his legacy, and this could be part of my legacy.
And that's exactly what he did. Picking the tradition back up with the help from his best friend, Dash, coming back into his life at the right time.
We were able just to work together and just really focus our goals and just build something out of that pain.
The two grew up together, but this chapter brought them even closer.
It's an amazing feeling finding someone who has the same drive and passion as you, because honestly, I think of Dash kind of as my brother.
Harvey is the most determined person I know. He's always working, he's very motivated, and just being around him, it makes me want to work harder.
Now, every Friday they roast, and every Saturday they deliver.
We got some coffee for you, Jill.
And those deliveries,
honestly, his coffee is just dang good.
Are building a loyal customer base.
I've abandoned all my other coffee. It's so good. It actually makes you look forward to getting up in the morning and having that coffee, for sure.
Our customers have always loved our Ethiopian coffee. It's just been a favorite since the very, very start.
The money they earn is helping them save for college and support organizations like Shoes That Grow and the American Heart Association, which is dedicated to fighting heart disease.
It feels like my way of kind of giving back and honoring him.
For many, coffee is just part of a morning routine. But in this Davis backyard, it's proof that some traditions are meant to last. And if you do want some coffee, just look for this story on our ABC 10 website. We put a link right there.